There's all kinds of custom Bionicle masks out there, whether they're resin casts or 3D printed ones, whatever. But you can't just make these masks and then do nothing with them. You gotta put them on stuff. So let's take a look at a few creations that use these incredibly designed masks, and hopefully if you have some in your collection, it'll give you some inspiration for how you could use them. Let's do it. Our first creation today was built by the Cardus Dragon, and it's called Bolan, Military Officer of the Order. Dude, how dope is this mask? Areas of this mask resemble Furno's iconic mask, specifically like the top of the head, but there also seems to be some modifications. It kind of looks like they smushed together Furno's mask and Furno XL's mask. I think there's a few other things thrown in there too, but it's along those lines. Something about this, it reminds me of Master Chief from Halo, or it's kind of got some like Doom Guy vibes. It's just so reminiscent of like a sci-fi space soldier. And also, it's olive green. Olive green, that's such a great color. It does have a more military look to it. And this mock, of course, looks like a kind of soldier dude. So, it's the perfect pairing. And olive green itself, it's such a nice color that you barely saw in any CCBS or Bionicle sets. Off the top of my head, I think that color debuted in 2013, I want to say. It was just kind of the worst possible time for it because there wasn't too much Bionicle happening, and any Bionicle that did happen, well, for whatever reason, it wasn't olive green. The only set that really had that color was Chi Kragger, and that's kind of it. Now, unfortunately, all these olive green pieces, they don't exist in these colors, but that's the joy of building a digital mock, right? You can make any piece, any color. But I mean, if you're going to 3D print a mask and you're going to paint it, you may as well paint the other pieces too, right? Of course, only if that's what you want to do. I know a bunch of people out there, they hate painting pieces. Understandable. Always good to be purist. Nothing wrong with that. But it is something to consider. Especially because if it means you can build an olive green Bionicle, well, that might be worth it. If not, just use some system pieces. There's plenty of olive green system pieces that you can play with. I don't know. There's just something awesome about green Bionicles with big blasters. Very nice. PGK Core Official is up next, and they have built TOA Moxa. I love the look of this mask. It's very reminiscent of Kongu Mari's mask. It's a very similar shape, But this time, the mouth area, it almost looks like it's got a beard of some kind. Actually, it kind of reminds me of Davy Jones and his tentacle beard. This mask is cool because it does fit a heroic Toa very well. But I think it could also work for a bad guy character at the same time. I love it when a mask can be very diverse like that. So the description for this mock says that it is a Toa of plasma, and canonically, any plasma Toa, they have an orange and white color scheme, which of course this mock does. But they've also added some dark blue and some trans yellow as well. This is a very out there and exotic color scheme. We've got some warmer tones and some darker tones being used together. I like to see wild colors like this. It's different, but it's fun, and it certainly stands out. Also, check out this back design. It's got that 90-degree kind of bend to it. Now, that's something you don't see every day. Most Toa, they're very noble. They stand tall and proud with a more traditional straight back. But a stout and hunched look like this, I think that's great to see. It reminds me of the body design that came on the Glatorian set Strack. He actually had a pretty similar torso construction. Maybe you could just do that. Download the instructions for Strack, copy this exact design, and give your next Toa a hunched back. Could be cool, could be fun. Over to Yoshi Mox, and this creation, well, it's still a work in progress, so it doesn't have a name. Now, first off, I have to apologize, because in a previous episode of the Bionicle Inspiration series, episode 379, I was planning on featuring this mock, but I had very limited time to record that episode, so I had to cut it down a little bit. I had to do that, otherwise I wouldn't have had time that week to actually upload the video. And sadly, as a result, this mock was cut. Funnily enough, you can actually see this mock very briefly at the start of that episode, but it wasn't featured, so sorry for leaving you out, but here you are now. Now, how good is this mask? It's kind of like an alternative take on Akimu's mask of creation. In fact, I actually believe it is exactly that. From my understanding, this is Artaka's mask. He does wear the mask of creation. Reading the Instagram description for this guy, it says it's not that guy. Still, the crown on the top of the face and the color scheme, it kind of has this old medieval armor look. The character feels a bit like a noble king who's wearing battle armor, and they're ready to head into war. Yeah. Dark bluish grey, dark red, and gold. That's something else, man. It's a great color scheme. And how about that Warhammer as well? Using 2 big power miner wheel pieces at the top and then capping it off with those gold Borok shields. Amazing. Hey, and actually we have another one of those power miner wheel pieces around the neck and kind of the top of the torso. Nice part use. Yeah, I love that every inch of this mock is equally as regal and as impressive as the design for the mask. You know, wearing this historical and beautiful mask, it feels like they've earned the right to do so. When the aesthetic of a mock perfectly matches their mask, that's when you know you got something good. Alex C Parsons is the next builder for today, and they have a mock called Aiko and Sedai. A lovely pink mask of life. So pretty. Typically this mask is seen in silver on TOA Igniter, but it also comes in gold on TOA Moxa. Yeah, seeing it in a vibrant pink. I like it. Alex said on Instagram that this was produced by Socketball. You know, he's well known for making all kinds of really amazing custom masks. In fact, I actually have a few Mask of Life masks that Socketball has made, and they are amazing quality. And we've actually got a few more masks embedded into this design. Stormer's mask for torso armor, Solek's mask for shoulder armor. Of course, these are official masks, but the designs and where they're placed, it looks top-notch. And that's interesting too. We've been seeing a lot of custom masks used as masks. But maybe you could embed them into the armor or other parts of the body instead of the face. Something to think about. I like that idea. And yeah, pink, medium blue, and white. That's a color scheme you don't see every day. It kind of reminds me of Baskin Robbins. I don't know, there's something very playful about it, something very cute. It's adorable. And finally, this is Truma, and it was built by Jox Builds. So this character is actually an old combiner model. Here's the official model next to this mock. And what I love about this is that it doesn't recycle Tahu's mask like the original one did. Because, you know, doing that, it kind of makes the character look like Tahu, just with different armor. They don't feel like an individual, they don't feel like a brand new person. But giving them a unique mask, now they feel like their own character. And that's just nice, isn't it? That's the power of a good custom mask. And mate, how about this mask? It's got some nice sprinkles of silver mixed into the dark blue, very pretty. And the design of the mouth area, it kind of reminds me of Marok from Star Wars. There's a few similarities there. I love the energy of these red claw pieces on the shoulders. There's something so dynamic about how that looks. And the pop of red that provides? Ooh, baby. Red, dark blue, and a bit of silver? Heck yeah. If you do want these red claw pieces, they originally appeared in a Bionicle set like Ranu. They make up his shield. And that's that. A few different mocks that use custom masks. Hopefully taking a look at these will give you a few ideas for how you could use your own custom masks in your own mocks. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and if you enjoyed the mocks that I showcased today, be sure to take a look at the links in the description below. You can see more of their work right there. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Happy building, and bye for now.